We're talking about anything, if we're talking about outside of the business, pretty much everything's a no. So number 8, what's a framework for saying no to opportunities that disrupt balance? Everything is a default no. I'm going to tell you right now, truly, on some real, like, if we're talking about anything, if we're talking about outside of the business, pretty much everything's a no. Think about it. You don't have that much time. Your time is so limited and valuable, truly, that you don't. Think about my schedule, and you can compare your schedule to, like, if you want to do this, because you have to do 3 things well already. You have to be a good dad or mom. You have to be a good employee or self-employed, because that's your house depends on that. And then you have to be a good business owner. Those 3 things already take hyper time, okay? 2 or 3 or 1 hours that are really left in your day, like, for you to say yes to something that doesn't actually matter at all, like, you're killing your time. So those 2 hours that you really have to yourself, or 1 hour, really I have about 1 hour that's really to me. So me giving an hour away to anybody else? Absolutely not. Now that's not to say that you can't give your energy, your time, and value away at scale. That's why we have our YouTube videos. That's why we have our podcasts. That's why we have our newsletters. That's why we have our social media. You are interacting with these people, and you can DM them, but you have to DM them on a certain frequency that makes sense for you, because you have limited time, most valuable thing in the world. So